Today we're going to look at a really low market cap project that has a very ambitious white paper. They're basically saying that it's going to be trustless, formless, borderless, and limitless. The formless part is crazy because they're basically saying you could trade any asset for any asset. Let's take a look at VELO. Welcome back to the APY Guy channel, where I try to find the best sources of passive income through farming and staking of blue chips and low market cap gems that could have huge gains in the next bull market. If any of that sounds good to you, make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, I'd really appreciate it. Nothing on this channel or in this video is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research. Okay, we're on VELO.org. This is a project I've heard about in the past, and then I started looking into it, and then I was like, I don't know. I started looking into it more recently. It looks like they're doing some pretty cool stuff. It says supercharge money velocity with VELO. That's interesting take on that. Connecting businesses and individuals with a global pool of funds to supercharge the velocity of money through seamless financial services powered by our Web3 ecosystem. Okay, if we come down here, they're explaining how they do it. Trustless with smart contracts, creating a trustless financial infrastructure that supports crypto payments and smart contracts. Next generation of financial users won't only rely upon trusted intermediaries such as banks or brokers, but will also have the option to use an automated peer-to-peer network, making financial transactions cheaper, faster, more accessible. This is where it gets really interesting. Formless with fractional transactions. Value exchange takes many forms. Money you hold in your hand, gold that you mine from the ground, or equity in a company in the form of shares or tokens. Our Web3 ecosystem provides a landscape where all assets are formless and can be transacted against their real-world value. You won't need to own a whole of something to transact or trade, and can fractionalize your investments to suit your needs, which is very ambitious and very cool if they can accomplish that. Borderless with financial inclusivity. We are building an ecosystem for the borderless transfer of currency and assets to anyone on the network. Provides an innovative suite of financial products and services that make it possible for users to transfer, invest, borrow, or lend funds across the globe. Good stuff. Earn rewards on Web3 Plus. Not Web3, but Web3 Plus. And then they use Quantum is what they use, a one-stop light speed remittance network. Power up traditional finance networks with the blockchain-enabled remittance. Super Highway. Quantum connects our trusted partners, businesses vetted and approved to join the network to each other. This allows each partner to access the benefits and services across the entire VELO ecosystem and provides lower fees, faster transactions, and broader coverage to all users. And then this is cool too. They say they're going to have a universe multi-chain super DEX. I'm not sure what the super means, but we'll see. Trade global assets on a high-performance decentralized exchange at a low cost. Universe is a super DEX that allows users to connect to a decentralized self-custodian wallet to maintain control of their funds and reduce third-party risks. Meanwhile, it also supports a centralized trading engine and order matching system to perform high-frequency trading of any asset at a low fee. Your keys, your crypto, easily move funds anytime you please. That sounds really cool. NovaChain, an affordable universal blockchain network. I've heard of NovaChain, interconnecting our Web3 ecosystem with an EVM-compatible blockchain. NovaChain is an EVM-compatible blockchain and the backbone of our Web3 Plus ecosystem that facilitates the on-off ramp partners to connect their services with Web3 applications. Nova is an enabler of quantum's interconnectivity and various financial systems and provides frictionless transactions for all users. It looks like the way VELO is operating is it's a bunch of projects all together in one to make like basically a super project, which is the VELO project. And they're using Orbit as a crypto payment super app, it says, making crypto transfers accessible to all. Orbit is simple to use mobile application that provides a simple scan and go model for peer-to-peer payments. Using a common QR code system, your wallet connects to your assets in the VELO ecosystem and allows you to quickly transfer funds for various purposes. And then the last one here is Warp, which is a multi-network cross-chain bridge, which is good. Freely move assets across blockchain networks with our multi-chain bridge. Warp is a multi-chain bridge that connects blockchain networks. Warp supports Binance Smart Chain and Stellar networks at launch, with Ethereum and several other major chains support coming soon. Users can easily move assets into and out of the ecosystem to suit their needs. This project is fairly new to me, so I just kind of want to do an overview about it today, and I also want to go into their staking and farming as well, as always with any project I cover. They have two contracts. One's with Stellar XLM, which is cool, and then they have one with the Binance Smart Chain. I was able to buy some VELO tokens on PancakeSwap. You can also buy them on the, there's a VELO, let's see, VELO.finance. So it's VELOfinance.io. So first, let's take a look at the tokenomics, then we're going to go over to the staking platform. So if we go to CoinGecko and we do VELO is VELO is the token. It's trading at 0.0063 cents. The all-time high for the VELO token, believe it or not, is $2.29. Okay, before I get the old calculator out, let's look at the market cap. The market cap is 31.8 million currently, which is very low. The circulating supply is 4.984 billion tokens, and the total supply is 23.999 billion tokens. So that's about a little less than a fourth of the tokens are in circulating supply. So there's plenty of rewards tokens that have to be issued. So, it's inflationary. They're adding a lot of utility to the VELO token. So I was looking here in the white paper. This is a newer white paper, a revised white paper from like November of last year, where they're using VELO to, it says these can, as for VELO tokens, in addition to being used as collateral for minting, they're going to be V stablecoins. There's a lot to this. I'm not going to be able to cover all of it in one video. And then if I'm saying any of this wrong and there's any wrong information, I always want to have the best, most accurate information. Please leave a comment if I'm saying something wrong on this. This for minting V stablecoins, the token will be heavily used within the ecosystem. These can include staking VELO to reduce fees for trading on Universe as a future governance token for voting on any new projects on VELO chain. So there's going to be a VELO chain as well. These are some mechanisms that will create demand for VELO tokens. The expansion of the VELO ecosystem and the utility of VELO will lead to the natural demand for VELO from users within the ecosystem. So, there's a pretty large quantity of tokens for this 23.999 billion, but it's, the price is 0.0063 cents and the all-time high is 229. So that's where I wanted to get this calculator out, because if we take 229, we divide it by 0.0063, to get to its all-time high, it needs to do a 363.49x. That's insane. That's, less than a third of that would be 100x. That's why I decided to do this video. Is just, I don't know that much about the project. I looked into it, but I wanted to get this out there for you guys to take a look at, because I can see this doing a, 4 or 5x pretty pretty quickly if, you know, Bitcoin breaks through 25K in the next week or two. So yeah, so the way to buy it is the easiest way to buy it was on PancakeSwap. You can buy it on this VELO.finance as well, VELOfinance.io. I didn't want to say VELOfinance.io is the VELOfinance.io. Okay, if we take a look at this VELOfinance.io, there's a swap. There's a I guess trading a perp dex. We're going to take a look at it here. It's the first time I looked at it. I just clicked on it here. Yep, there's a perpetual dex here. Or looks pretty sweet too, actually. Might have to try it out. And then also there's a direct exchange, which I'm not sure exactly how this works. We're going to have to look at this later. Okay, here's the pools where you can add liquidity. Then here's the farms. I don't want to make this a 20-minute video. I try to make my videos short and sweet, less than 15 minutes. Let's try to get that in. There's a yield farm where you can lock in your VELO tokens and get 50% APR. See, that's where the problem, not the problem, but that's where it's going to get inflationary. So maybe we're early enough where we're just taking advantage of it or stacking tokens. Or maybe, you know, it's going to be inflationary, but just the price is crazy. It's 0.0063 cents. So, okay. All right. So VELO, you can stake that and earn VELO at 50% APR. And then those are locked for 25 days. This is locked until March 17th. That's when this program ends. I'm not sure if they're going to redo another program. If I see that they're going to redo it and run it again, I will definitely let you guys know. And there's also a pretty cool one, BNB and BUSD liquidity pair, and you earn VELO at 57.5%. I think I'm going to join that one. And there's a real... this is the one where it's not locked. You get 2.26 APR. I wouldn't do that one. That's too... APR is too low. This one's cool. This one's the USDT, 2 stable coins, and you're getting 35.53% in a token that has to do over 300x to get to its all-time high. So what I'm going to do right now is I bought some VELO and I'm going to stake it on our actually yield. That they're calling it a yield farm, but it's just a staking pool where you're going to stake VELO and get VELO. Let me grab my ledger and I'll show you how to do that. All right, got my ledger plugged in, and I suggest you do the same. I suggest everything you do is on a ledger. That's my game now. I just have to. I just can't chance it any other way. So I'm in here. We're going to be on the Binance Smart Chain. And then I'm going to go ahead and improve this. We're going to do this lock. We're going to do 25 days at 50% APR. Why not? We're going to approve the transaction for Ledger to let them use our tokens to be staked. It's processing. Okay, so unfortunately, the 50% pool is full. It says pool has reached limit. I did not realize that until I approved it. So I'm going to have to go into the pool that has the low APR that I was complaining about earlier. But I'm going to go ahead and do that. Putting all the tokens that I had into that pool. Then I think I'm going to get into one of the others as well. So we're going to accept that. We're going to put that through. Put that processing. And I think the other pool I'm going to get into is the BNB BUSD pool. So yeah, cool though. Even if it's only 2.26% APR, it's something. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep a lookout for this, or to see if they reissue this pool here in 25 days. And I'll keep you updated on that. Okay, I'm going to get into this BNB BUSD pool. I'm going to approve it. We're going to go ahead and confirm the transaction. In my ledger. And then we're going to need to add liquidity once it finishes processing. And it's going to give it 57.5%. So we get, we're going to hit get BNB BUSD. And then I got a little bit here. We're going to add liquidity. We're going to approve BUSD. Go ahead and confirm in my ledger again. It's really not that much more work to confirm it in your ledger, to have a ledger, to set up a ledger. I do have videos on that. Transaction is complete. Now we're going to go ahead and supply liquidity. Confirm liquidity. And we are going to confirm on our ledger one more time. This will give us our liquidity pair, which we're going to take back to the farm. Once that transaction goes through, farm and deposit. Max confirm. One more time, one last time on our ledger, and then it should show our tokens being staked. Fortunately, that 50% APR, that would have been too easy. Things aren't going too easy for me lately, so that wasn't going to happen. Okay, there we go. So we are staking. All right, so VELO looks like a promising, definitely a promising project. I'll have more on it in the future. I don't want to cut this video. I don't want to make this video too long. I try to keep them under 15 minutes. Thank you for watching as always, and have a great day.